Hi, I'm Reinaldo, and this is Ray Purpose Made, where I merge art and furniture to create your one-of-a-kind custom home essential. Please like and subscribe to get my latest videos. Are you a plant person like me and looking for cool and unique ways to display your plants, whether they're indoor plants or outdoor plants? I have several ideas that I wanted to share with you of cool ways to display your plants wherever they are. First, start with the display behind me. I decided to fill up my entire windowsill with not just the plants that I have, but like cool artifacts, rocks that I've been collecting for probably like all my life. Anytime I travel anywhere, I take some sand if it's on the coast, and always collect at least one or two rocks. My mother's a big rock fan too, so we both like collect rocks. So that's what all this is. And I have a couple of like driftwood branches that are also collected from Staten Island, like really light wood that I would burn. There's an example right there. Also, there's some artwork, and because I'm in New York City and it's very cold right now, I had to make sure that this display was able to be winterized. So these pieces right here, this is like an African print fabric that I used for a previous project, but it is styrofoam. Like they're all coated with styrofoam. Even the art pieces have styrofoam in the back to kind of make a little bit more insulation for the plants because they're in the windowsill at this time. So this is one of the ideas I have. It's just something that anyone can do because you could just fill up a windowsill or fill up a space with rocks or whatever you have that makes like a scene. And it's aesthetic, and it also still serves as the area to have your plant. Now stick along. Now stay tuned for the next version I have. First, a little backstory. When I worked in architecture, I worked in an office by myself 4 days a week. I was in a satellite office, and the main office was far, far away. So I worked in the office by myself, and the only friend I had was a plant, a giant plant that was in a corner that I named Wilson, like Tom Hanks in Castaway. That is why this guy right here is named Wilson the Second, because I'm pretty much in the studio by myself, always building and creating, and I thought that let me brighten up the place with actually another living being. Here's Wilson the Second. So, and also, let me tell you what I have here. This is a wood burn piece I made a while ago. One of the first wood burn pieces I made. This is one of the old bedposts to one of my beds that I made for myself. This is an ashtray I got in Europe, 2017. This is a random piece of wood, like a scrap piece of wood that I lined green on all four sides. And this is about to be in real time a Ray Purpose piece, a planter stand or plant stand for Wilson II. So let me get started. It's going to be pretty simple. This piece here, I want to make sure that the tree is here. So we have a tree on a tree on a tree. So I'm going to do this. The cinder block is here to like keep me steady. My apologies for the noise. Look how simple this is. Wilson II is going to be so pleased. Third screw. Let's go. Look how simple that is. Oh, you want to see the trick? Tree on a tree on a tree. Done. I know you've seen Wilson in some of my previous videos, but now you got the formal introduction. That plant podium was pretty particular to something that I did because it was all the woodburn work, but the idea of a plant podium is something that anyone can do. It's a way to raise up your plants to either get more sunlight or be noticed more. The next two projects are for outdoor plants, and when doing outdoor plant structures, planters particularly, they need to be needs to be used with weather treated wood, pressure treated wood. Excuse me, pressure treated wood, which is weatherized, and I use pallet wood, repurposed pallet wood, because I know it's strong and I know it's made to bear all of the elements. The first planter project is a long planters, two planters, and they're pretty much long. And they're single row of plants, and the dirt goes right into the planter. And the other project is a planter that is much bigger, and it was more of an art project because the dirt doesn't go directly into the planter. It's like pots inside of it, but the purpose is to be outside and for it to be a cool wood burn project. So that is that one. And the last one, the last plant display structure that I created or I wanted to mention is the one right above my head. It's called like a plant hammock. It's a hanging platform so that in the summertime the plant gets as much sun as possible. I just don't use it in winter because it's so cold in the window. I don't want it to like have the plants die. But when the spring comes, I will definitely have a plant hanging there as well. I have made a lot of different types of plant displays, but the one thing I like the most is that I do wood burn on them. There's something about using a wood product to house a living wood product and then it being wood burn is something I really like. So the next time, whichever type of wood burn, whichever type of planter I make, whether it's the long, slender one made for indoor and outdoor or a large planter for outdoor, I know it wants to have heavy wood burn on it. It's something that really relates to the person who planter it is and also relates to the plant itself. So that is my idea for the next planter, whichever one it is, whichever type it is. If you like what you've seen, you can have your very own Ray Purpose made piece. You can find me on Instagram, Etsy, Facebook, and Gmail under Ray Purpose. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again, and please rate, share, subscribe on your way out. Bye.
Bust up in the building, feeling like I'm undefeated. They heated for a reason, best believe it's fan season. Every day, man, I feel stuntman. Now I'm the double splashing on my own wave. Y'all crowding up the same puddle. Cruising with the crew, you know how we do. Ooh. Learning lessons, never lose, that ain't nothing new. Had to cut a tune, it was overdue. Ooh. Preach my point of view through some talking blues. I'm just heating up, global warming. Yeah, getting litty with the team. We done smoked the whole forest. Fill your head like bubble gum with that food for thought. My style innate, bait, this ain't store bought. So many traps to distract the male black, but my mind emancipated, nothing holding me back.